So, today, the first day is over, the Thursday, the 5th, and you were inside, I was inside. Can you update a little bit, Camilla? What happened today? What did you hear?
Well, first of all, it was the state today that was basically making their case. So it was only the state representative, the lawyer for the state, that was talking today. And of course, the whole case is about children's rights, and also the whole thing about disfellowshipping, shunning. So that was what they were circling around. What are the legal rights for children, and what are the legal rights for human beings overall when we look upon oh my God. Psychological violence, and also negative social control. So those were the overall themes.
But that was what they were criticized for, not. I wouldn't say not doing their job. Last time in the not district court in Borgerting was the other court.
Yeah. Lagmannstinget.
Yeah, Lagmannstinget, the last verdict, because the judges there did not seem to understand what is social control exactly according to the law. Yeah. What is it to be in a psychological violence? And they did not agree totally about that was what happened inside Jehovah's Witnesses. Did you experience today that the prosecutor, who's actually just passed us, did she do something more about it, explain it more thoroughly?
Yeah, basically, she said that the court had been neglecting what the actual impact of psychological violence and negative social control actually leads to. The consequences, she said, are much more severe than what they actually agreed to and basically set the case for. So she also mentioned so many witnesses. What they have been saying, how they have felt, how they have experienced mental abuse, basically, psychological violence, and also negative social control. So she kind of started a little bit over again, so to speak, to say that Lagmannstinget, they had put up the barriers way too high of what we can accept, what is negative social control, and what is psychological violence. So that was quite interesting. She basically said, this is the Supreme Court. We need to correct you a little bit about what you have decided before. So that was quite interesting, I thought.
Did you notice also, because I noticed, so you probably also, that one of the 5 judges, an elderly woman, let's say that, because there was a very young judge.
I would say, the oldest woman.
But the oldest woman of the judges, there are 2 women, she interrupted sometimes to ask, to clarify.
Yes.
I thought, oh no, is that a bad sign that she wants some more clarification?
Not necessarily, not at all, because it's so important in legal cases to really get all the nitty-gritty stuff, bring it forward, and to really understand what did she mean, what was the thoughts behind. So, and that was basically what it was about. I didn't experience it as something negative, not at all.
No.
In the contrary.
Yeah.
So I think she thought the judge, the female judge, thought it was extremely important to really manifest that this is serious, and we want to have all the details in this case put forward.
On a personal plane, how was it for you to sit inside among your former friends? I don't. Were there some of the many Jehovah's Witnesses, because there are only, let's say, 5% ex-Jehovah's Witnesses sitting inside because they want all the seats. This morning we were too late. You have to be there 7:15, whatever. But sitting there as one of the very few former Jehovah's Witnesses, did it affect you emotionally in any way?
No way, no, not at all. And that's not because I'm not a sensitive person, but it doesn't affect me at all. I see them as human beings, and I also see them potential as people who will eventually leave Jehovah's Witnesses. That's my hope for them. So no, it didn't affect me at all.
No. You are like Teflon. Nothing.
No, not at all. In some cases, I'm very sentimental, well, not sentimental, but emotional, but not when it comes to things like this. No, I stand firmly where I stand. I'm proud of the choices I've taken in my life, so it doesn't affect me at all.
You are more a man than me. No, because one of the Jehovah's Witnesses, actually from Holbæk, I knew him before. And when we had eye contact, I must admit I was a little not too emotional, and I didn't cry, but I felt, oh no, I am the evil apostate doing this podcast and YouTube channel. But were there any that you recognized, that you knew from your time?
Not at all. And I guess that's a big difference also. Had there been a lot of people whom I grew up with and whom I knew, whom I had befriended once, it might have affected me or influenced me more than it did. But also, I must say, I think it's 35 years ago I left the organization, so it doesn't affect me that way.
No, fine. And tomorrow you're going to attend through the streaming, but you are leaving tomorrow night. Okay. So do you think we can have time for another interview, or are you going straight to not hell but the airport?
I hope only to the airport. I don't want to have hell reintroduced. Well, I wasn't ever really introduced. Let's see. Otherwise, we can take it over the phone, or we'll see if it's possible. But also, I think it was quite interesting, which is always done in legal cases like this one, that there was a comparison to other kinds of cases. In this case, it was a comparison to trade unions and the membership possibility to leave and to enter a community. So I just want to expand a little bit about that. I think that's an interesting comparison, and that's what you see in these legal cases. So they also spoke about the ability to enter into Jehovah's Witnesses and to leave it again without any restrictions. And that was kind of interesting to see them botanize into that a little bit.
So the whole day were from the side of the Norwegian state. It was presented by Liv Inger, the young prosecutor. And how do you think she managed? Was she doing all right? Were you satisfied with her?
I was very satisfied with her. I think she did a really, really good and very thorough job. She was really into many details, and I think the comparisons she made were quite good, quite valid. So it's going to be interesting how Jehovah's Witnesses lawyer is going to try to make their case work.
Did you also notice that sometimes he looked over at her like, what's she talking about? Or maybe it's just me making a story to just blow it up. But it was like he sent her not evil eyes, but that's.
I think they're quite friendly. I mean, I also saw them speaking to each other. I mean, it's a law. You have to present anybody. So you present people you don't like sometimes. Sometimes you present people or represent people you do like. I mean, they're so used to it. There's nothing evil between those two.
No,
it's a rule of law, and we should be happy about the rule of law because that makes our society civilized, and we like that, contrary to what is happening inside Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah. So until now, are you positive about this might go the right way? It might go ex-Jehovah's Witnesses way? Or do you have a little doubt that maybe not?
Always. Yeah. I think it's impossible to say whether it goes this or that way because we haven't heard the side of Jehovah's Witnesses yet. We don't know what they are focusing on, what they are stressing. So basically, the prosecutor today, what she did was that she put out what is rational. It was very straightforward representation and a case she made. So I think it was logical, it was rational, and she made really good comparisons, had lots of literature, lots of quotations from witnesses. So I think she did a really good job. And honestly, she took in all the different kinds of legislation that is obvious in this case. So I think the human rights and the UN's Children's Convention, etc., etc. So what else could she have done? I think she did a good job.
That's why I would love to hear your opinion about how he does it. The Anders, the prosecutor, the lawyer for the Watchtower, and would like to interview about how your experience was
Yeah.
and be objective, because that's what I like about you. We have, even though we are ex-JWs, we have to be objective. And maybe he has some good points, even though we hate it.
No doubt he will have good points because he's a very skilled and experienced lawyer. And also we should remember, some are better at acting than others, and they'll seem perhaps more authoritative and here I come and I can make an argument, and others are a little bit more silent. It doesn't matter that much because the judges are super skilled, super experienced. They can look through the attitude. They'll look into the law part of it. So I'm not that scared about that.
But still, we are cheering for the XJW community. We are cheering for them.
No,
are you going to the other?
Cheering for them.
No?
JW?
Ex-JW.
Oh, sorry.
Not the JW. What? Ex-JW.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
We are on their side.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. We hope the state of Norway will win, because when the state of Norway wins, then all ex-Jehovah's Witnesses win. And also, basically, Jehovah's Witnesses, the individual members. And I think that's pretty important as well, because they'll experience more freedom. Maybe, because if they are being pushed, exerted to a lot of pressure, then they might loosen up a little bit. So let's hope for that.
They already did loosen up. Now they can have beard and the women can have trousers. Wow, what's not to like? Now you want to go back. Oh, I don't have to wear
I'm wearing a skirt today, so.
It's good. Thank you for talking with you.
Thank you so much, Frank. Thank you.